writing the equation of a circle centered at the origin, given its radius or a point on the circle. All right, so I'm going to close this. So these are notes that I have over here on my whiteboard area that we've written for another topic for circles. And with that topic, we started with the equation and we graphed the circle. This time they're going to give us pieces and we just have to fill this equation in. It's a super duper easy equation to fill in. So we have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. H is the x coordinate of the center. K is the y coordinate of the center. So in this case, if it's centered at the origin, which is 0, 0, so that's the origin, we're going to have x minus 0 squared, y minus 0 squared. Well, do I need the 0? No. So in this case, we're always going to have, don't know why I put y first, we're always going to have x squared plus y squared. It's not really going to change at all on that one. What is going to change is our r. So this is if you have a circle centered to the origin, and specifically this topic is labeled that way. So each time we're going to have 0, 0 for our h and our k. So the only thing that we have to figure out is what is our radius. So if they give us a point, which in this case for this example, they're giving us 0, 8. What that means is that since the circle passes through 0, 8, it means that your point is 8 spaces away from the center. And that is your radius. If you go from the center to the side of the circle, you have a radius. So we know our radius is 8. So all we would do is plug in 8 squared, and just like they did here, they don't want to see 8 squared. They actually want you to work it out so that you write 64. So all we have to do on this one, because remember, this is going to be our equation each and every time. All we have to do is figure out what is our radius and write that part in. Okay, so let's go ahead and click start so we can see the first one here. So they don't give us all the diagrams and all that on this one. They just give us that it's centered at the origin and it's passing through this point here. So it's passing through, let's see, can I get my pen on here? I'm going to go like this. It's passing through 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. So remember, it's centered at the origin. So this is where my center is right here. And then that point is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. So it's 5 spaces from the center. That is my radius. So I'm not necessarily going to draw this out each time. I just wanted to make sure you understood. So I can do that same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I know how far away it is in one direction, 4, 5, it has to be that same direction all the way around. And then that kind of helps me visually see that's what my circle would look like. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and clear that out. And I'm going to come over to turn my cursor on. So I'm going to have x. I have to hit this little box so I can put my squared in, plus y, put my little squared in, equals, and remember the radius is 5. So that would be 5 squared. But I don't believe they'll take this. Let's see if they will. Oh, so they'll take it that way too. So you actually don't even have to square the radius. You can leave it as 5 squared. You could also type it in as 25. I believe because the explanation showed us to square it, it'll take it either way. All right, let's go to the next one here. So I already know I'm going to go ahead and start typing in a few pieces here. So I know I have x squared, y squared, because it's at the origin. So I'm not going to have minus a number, minus a number. I'm just going to have x squared and y squared. And that's going to equal, I just need to know what my radius is. So even though this is 9, what it means is it's 9 units below. So that's the point that they're focusing on. So if I, 1, 2, 3, 9, like that. So here's my center, and they're focusing on this point here. But it can also be 9 points above, and I'm kind of guessing like that. Could be 9 points to the right, 9 points to the left. So just because it says negative here, we don't grab the negative. What we're looking at is how far away is it from the center? It's 9 units away from the center. So we focus on that 9. We can put 9 squared like we did last time, or you can do 81. It'll take it either way. All right, check. And one more of these. Plus equals, okay, so we have x squared, y squared, and then it actually tells us it has a radius of 12, so it just gives us the answer in that. We don't even have to look at the coordinate. We just know that it's a radius of 12. So I can go 12 squared, or 12 squared is 144. Again, you can type it either way. It will give you the answer, or the points for the answer on that one. All right, we finished that one.